Yes, this is another Kyle Busch video, but give me credit, I only make them whenever we got some new incredible information, and this comes from Adam Stern, again, who is pointing towards Richard Childress Racing as the frontrunner to land Kyle Busch, and made special mention that 2311 Racing still remains in the hunt. I think it's pretty clear that Stewart-Haas Racing has bowed out of this race with really no new rumors linking them to Kyle in the last month or so. I would say Colleague is probably still around, but it's hard to tell what exactly they have to offer that Richard Childress Racing can't. And at first I saw a decent theory going around that maybe Colleague was trying to work with Toyota to become like the third Toyota team and sign Busch, but there's really been no foundation to this, and I think it's really just more internet speculation at this point. But it's still maybe a possibility. But with the RCR rumors ramping up, I would be willing to say that RCR and 2311 Racing are probably the two most vying for him. So we've known who he's possibly going to for months, but what's the point in this redundant video? Well, I want to take a moment and dive into why I think that these talks are taking so long to hash out and what exactly a solution to the holdup could be. As we all know by now, Tyler Reddick is not on Richard Childress' Christmas card list anymore. The owner has made no qualms about the fact that he's not happy with Reddick and would be fine with moving on from here a year early. When asked about this, along with the possibility of signing Busch to Reddick's seat next year, Richard Childress made a few playful remarks and essentially said without saying that these rumors do have some weight to them. So it should be simple, right? If Richard Childress wants Tyler Reddick gone, he can cut Tyler Reddick and put Busch in the 8. But the issue is that Reddick is still under contract for 2023, and while Richard Childress Racing could buy him out of his contract, then Reddick would have nowhere to go in the meantime. There are no decent rides open at the moment because Kurt Busch is still in the 45 car until he makes an announcement saying otherwise. So what is Reddick's motivation for getting out of his Richard Childress contract? He knows he can contend for a championship next year. He's currently contending in one now. Why would he allow them to buy him out of his contract, assuming that that is something he has the right to deny, which I think in most cases, each side that signs the contract has that right. But again, I'm not a contract expert. That's just basic understanding of how it works. So for Reddick, it would be bad for him to leave and go to a lame duck situation on a backmarker team like Rick Ware Racing, or maybe get lucky and get that 16 from Colleague. But if you're Tyler Reddick, you prefer to stay in the equipment you're currently competing in. You don't want a wasted season like Clint Boyer had in between going from Michael Waltrip Racing to Stewart-Haas Racing. So RCR and Reddick have to come to a compromise that would see him stay competitive in 2023 before he can go to 2311 Racing in 2024. This is probably why rumors have surfaced that RCR is instead looking for a third charter to house Busch for next season. But 2311 Racing has been looking for one for what seems like months now and hasn't found one. So I don't know if either team will be able to get their hands on him. I don't know if that's really possible right now. And honestly, I'm still going to be a bit surprised if Toyota doesn't find a way to keep Busch in a Toyota. With KBM being such a vital piece to their development system and having multiple drivers under contract to drive for the team, I just find it hard to believe they would let Chevy poach him without a fight. And I think that's probably where the Colleague rumors came from, since Chevy has their hands in 5 other teams outside of Colleague. Maybe Toyota could convince them to join with them. Again, though, it's just speculation. I really thought that 2311 Racing was the most likely landing spot pretty much until this tidbit came out. But once again, 2311 Racing has nowhere to put Kyle. I think the big piece in all of these talks that is holding everything up is his older brother, Kurt Busch. Kurt is at the end of his career, suffering with concussions that have sidelined him for what seems to be like it'll be the rest of the year. And it would be really silly not to at least just assume he's contemplating retirement. Kurt could make this easier for Kyle, Richard Childress, and 2311 if he was able to give an ironclad answer to what his 2023 plans will be. If he decides to stay, well, then all three parties know what they have to do. Find a third charter, or in RCR's case, find Reddick a stopgap seat, maybe, in 2023. If Kurt decided to retire, though, then that opens the 45 car up for either Kyle Busch to fill the seat for 1 year until Reddick comes over, or for Reddick to be released from his contract with Richard Childress Racing and have somewhere to go in 2023. And at that point, I guess it would be up to Kyle what he wants to do, which one he would want to pick between. But right now, he can't make a decision because all the talks are wrapped up whether the 45 car will be available in 2023. And I think that is why it has taken, and may continue to take, longer than really expected to hear any news about him. This is also probably why colleague rumors have died down, because colleague, they present the easiest route to a new ride. They have plenty of affiliate sponsorship. They have a second charter ready to go with a full-time seat in that 16 car. And again, maybe colleague is, maybe talking to Toyota. Maybe they're trying to figure out if there's a way they can get that worked out to make themselves a little more appealing for Kyle Busch. And that's why they're slow on the draw. But I kind of feel like at this point, if he was going to colleague, it would have already been announced. So I think that really I don't think we're going to get any Kyle Busch news until we hear, or at least have much more speculation on the Kurt Busch news. But tell me what you guys think in the comments. What do you think the holdup is? Where do you think Kyle Busch ends up in 2023? Please like and subscribe, and I really hope that you all have a great day. Thank you.